Hey everyone, welcome to your weekly energy update. And this week we have the full moon in Cancer on January 6th. It'll be around 4:07 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so you can adjust that for wherever you're at in the world. And so, of course, around a full moon, we can really be aware of the emotions that we have, because it always amplifies the emotions, like it impacts the tides of the water. It impacts the emotions that we have. So we're always sensitive around a full moon, but because the moon is in Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, even more. A water moon impacts us even more. So be really aware of the emotions that you're focusing on around a full moon, because it is going to be expanded. Also, the moon is going to be opposite Mercury in Capricorn, which does bring in like this revelation of truths that will come in. And so for this reading, we are going to be looking into what emotional truths does your shadow want revealed. We'll be looking at that. Also, of course, being around a full moon, it is an important time where we can use that energy for unveiling and letting go ceremonies to release things. Usually you get like 10 that you can focus on, and if you really do a ceremony within 8 hours before the full moon, it prepares the full moon energy to release these things. Now, if you present your wish, kind of your wish of unveiling and letting go, in a form of gratitude, like thank you for unveiling and helping me to let go of blocks that stood between me and fill in the blank, that allows this energy to help you with becoming aware, with the unveiling of things that are blocking you, but also the energy helps you in letting go of it. When we are looking at a, new moon wishes and full moon release type of things, when we focus on the energies around the sign of the moon, it is even more powerful, even more expansive. So just briefly, I'm going to pop up a screen here that talks about the Cancer impact, the Cancer type of energy. And when you look at that, Cancer is the, house and energy of home. So it's your home life, even your physical living structure. Do you desire to change a location or living situations? Is it time for a visit to that place you call home? Or are you looking up sprucing up or changing the energy of your nest? Do you have a sacred space within your home that's designated for you alone? That's something to consider. Cancer is also about family. So can the family tree use some care, or are there chains that can be broken? How do you relate to your childhood? What can use some transformation or revelation in regards to that? Also, it has to do with a giving heart. Cancers, all of you that have Cancer in your chart, are you overgiving? Are you wanting to move from this energy of codependence to independence or interdependence? Also, because your water energy is coming in here with Cancer, are you trusting your gut or wanting to enhance or upgrade your intuition? As I mentioned, Cancer is ruled by the moon, our mother Luna. So what also can be transformed in your relationship with mother figures? Is it time to think about parenthood or how you can be a nurturing source for others? Also, Cancer loves food. What is your relationship with food? What can be changed about your diet? And also, the Cancer sign rolls over the breast, the chest cavity, the pancreas, abnormal growths, and digestive related issues. So you can bring all of that into this unveiling and release type of ceremony. So I do have videos for each individual zodiac sign. And for the reading, as I mentioned, we are going to be looking into what emotional truths does your shadow want revealed right now. So we're going to jump into your sign right now. All right, Pisces, this is your reading, and we're going to be looking first here at the Queen of the Moon Oracle. All the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. So let's take a look and see what emotional truth. All right, so that'll be your card here. So we will start with that. And you've got change. So you've got card number 35 coming in here. We will start with that over here. And let's see what that comes in here. So what emotional truth around what area of your life? So this is about accepting change. Life, like the seasons, is about to change. So take advantage of change energy. Plan ahead. One of the great truths in life is that change is constant. It is unavoidable, and we can resist all we want, but nothing truly stays the same. It is better then to be prepared in even direct change by setting intentions and building our personal power from the inside out. Seasonally, there are times of the year that have at their essence a profound sense of change, usually the shoulder seasons of autumn and spring. And it is at these times of year we can feel more easily the shift between one season and another. In autumn, the night grows longer, and there's a chill when darkness falls that wasn't there just weeks before. The breeze that blows is no longer balmy. The birds we've been watching all summer seem to have packed up and left, and in their place new species appear to strut their stuff. We begin to dress with more layers, and we may even hunger for different foods. All these are signals of change. In spring, it's all about waking up and warming up, and the opposite happens. All these, again, are signals of change. So the moon shines down upon the winds of change, the clearing storms, the electric crackle of lightning, and the boom of thunder echoing across the valley. There is great energy to be channeled in such a time and to be focused towards riding change with joy and ease. And the companion stone for this is serpentine. So I like that. There is change of emotion coming in, and this is what this energy is coming in here for you. You know, your shadow is wanting to reveal these emotions because it is perfect energy for you right now for switching these up from changing seasons and changing energies. We're also going to pull a card here from the Into the Lonely Woods deck and see what else they want to add into this. So what else for Pisces? What does this change in regards to? All right, this is the one right here. And you've got your inner light will guide you. Beautiful. That is card number 15. So put that down here. Let's see what comes in here for you. So it says, light your own torch now and use this inner light to guide you on the path. Your inner light will illuminate the stony ground, the loose rocks, the thorns and ditches along the way. Keep your inner light burning bright and trust the story unfolding beneath your feet. No one else can light the way. It is the light in your heart that will give you the greatest guidance when all about you falls into darkness. You may feel utterly alone at present, but know that others can see your light and the way you are showing. The torch that you bear will become the light that inspires others to step out of the crowd and follow the radiance of their soul. You are a way shower. And I like this for you because this change of seasons, it's like you went from a place of light into a shadowy, dark time, right? And this is letting you know that light is coming. You are the light in the darkness here, that you're able to guide yourself by your inner light through whatever is going on. And not only that, but with this change that's coming, with this transformation that you're going through here, you're going to be able to have this torch to help other people that also went through the same thing. One of my favorite memes lately was one that said, whatever you're going through in life, it's going to end up being pages in someone else's survival guide. And so I feel like you are definitely overcoming things and being able to be a support to others because of that. I do want to pull a few cards here from the Sun and Moon Tarot regarding that as well. So what else for Pisces around this? Okay. We have 2 and 2 here. So the first 2 cards you have are the 6 of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. This is about movement of thought and belief and mindset. So definitely this change that's coming about is indicated here, as well as the Princess of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, they offer you the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new way of looking at your worth, a new way of relating yourself to the outside world. So a lot of this change that's coming in here has to do with how you were looking at yourself before. This emotional truth that's coming up is showing you the lies that you believed before about yourself, because you looked at other people's actions defining you when you were younger, which is what we're all taught to do. But we develop these restrictions, these opinions about ourselves that when someone didn't pay attention to me or they did this to me, this is what it meant about me. And so we use that to define our worth and go, well, I must not be worthy enough if that person said this or did this or didn't do this for me or to me. And then it's like, oh, okay. So we have this restriction, this suppression that happens. But this is about what is being brought forward for you to transform that and change that. And the 6 of Swords is moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking that does give you this new way, this outlook of looking at yourself. Yeah, and then you have both the Emperor and the Princess of Cups. The Emperor is all about taking charge of your life. They rule over all the kings, whether you're male or female or how you identify. You have this divine masculine energy that's coming in with the Emperor, which allows you to take charge of your life and move yourself forward, which is, beautiful. I love the blues and the yellows coordinating here. And this is great because when you take control, realize that you are the one that gets to decide. You're the one that gets to lead yourself in this light within yourself. It does offer you this Princess of Cups. You have 2 princesses here. The Princess Pages, the Page of Cups, they offer you this Ace of Cups, which is the chalice, the Holy Grail. It's full of the unconditional love of the higher realms. And so you're discovering this on this inner journey. It reminds me a lot like the Hermit. You turn inward and upward and you find this amazing, amazing, beautiful, unconditional love that becomes your foundation, that just brings this beautiful light into your life. So I like it. Now we're also going to pull from the archetype deck here, and the intentions for this is to help you understand what kind of archetype or what kind of energy this memory or this old emotion is attached to. What individual? Okay, there we go. So let's take a look here. And these both have a light and a shadow attribute. So I'll show this to you first. Sorry about the glare there. And so the light attributes is about helping those in need with no expectation of return. And the shadow attributes, which are the ones that are related to fear, is when we act innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. So I feel like what brought on the old emotions from before was an individual that pretended to be helpful to others and loving and everything on the outside, but your interactions with them were not so much that way. You got to see the real side of them behind closed doors. So they were very giving and loving outwardly, and everyone was like, wow, you're so lucky to be interacting with that person. But then they were not so loving and not so giving when they weren't in the public eye. And I like this because the transformation here, this is what's bringing in this energy here of you wanting to be someone that truly does help others because you didn't like what you saw in those fears and those shadow attributes of those other people, trying to be who they thought other people wanted to be on the outside, which then when you got alone, they were miserable and you got to see their pain and all of that. This is you doing the work so that you can sincerely and purely offer this love and this kind of earth angel energy to people to truly help them because of this inner work that you're doing here. I also want to pull here from the True Heart Tarot. Let's see what else they want you to know about this angelic facade that someone had and this angel energy that's coming in for you, and how you're going to express this love that you're finding, this Princess of Cups, this energy, how you really are filling up with that and overflowing out to the world. Not pretending, but you are truly filling up with that unconditional love, and it's flowing out to the world. Okay, we got those two. Any others? I feel like there was two more. Yep, there they are. So let's take a look here and see what these offer. So you do have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is beautiful to have because swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. We talked about the movement here of thought and belief, and the King holds that Ace of Swords there. That allows you to cut away those small T truths we were talking about before, that with this individual, whether they showed you by example or word or deed, had these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about you being small and being unworthy and a lot of fears. This is you stepping into the power, connecting to that unconditional love from above, and because of that, you do get in tune with capital T truths about how you can really truly share that love with the world, and it cuts away those fears. And here is the moon making themselves known here. So this moon energy definitely making itself present here, the Mother Luna. So this could be also possibly, like we talked about in the intro, maybe this release has to do with your strong feminine presence in your life that brought in that type of energy for you. And you're ready to let that go. You're ready to face this and, release those memories, release that impact, seeing them differently as well, because you're diving deep into the unknown, looking behind the veil, seeing things from a higher perspective. You see the shadow attributes that person exhibited for what they were, which were actions of fear, not actions of unconditional love. So even when they did it on the outside world, it was a conditional love, like you might have witnessed if people didn't show appreciation for what they were doing, they would complain about it behind the scenes, right? Well, they are ungrateful, right? But you are going through this beautiful, beautiful transformation, this energy definitely being guided and focused to release this. Yeah, and here is the Ace of Swords. So again, King of Swords, Ace of Swords. So a big, big indication here of you being empowered and given the gift of this Ace of Swords to cut away old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you had that were rooted in fears of losing conditional love, the fears that were introduced and accepted and reinforced by this individual. Yeah. And there you go, the Three of Swords, which is all about disappointment, heartbreak, these fears of losing conditional love. I call the Three of Swords the actual expectations card. It's what we experience. We feel like our heart is poked with something because it's our heart going into fight or flight mode. When we go into fear, when our human body goes into fear, we feel like our heart is breaking, but it's our heart just having that like shock, like when someone scares you and startles you. It's like, but it makes our heart beat faster to send adrenaline to take us into this fight or flight mode to protect ourselves. And all of this is to help you release these old emotions that have been creating these cycles and creating this loop that keeps you in feeling heartbroken and in fear. But you are having this huge release that comes with this full moon, and I love it. And then lastly, we're going to pull here from the Naked Heart Tarot. Just see what their final messages are here for you regarding what emotional truths does your shadow want revealed for you right now with this beautiful, powerful moon. Okay, so they do want this one, this one, this one, this one. All right, so they did 4, 4, and 4. I like it. Balance, organization. Yeah. So you have the Two of Cups here, which is about emotional choice that's coming in. And it tells you that every second is a choice between either unconditional love or the fears of losing conditional love. And when you realize that every moment is either one or the other, it isn't about right or wrong. It's about different. We come from a place of unconditional love. We're used to all that beautiful energy and expansive energy that's tied to that. And fearful, conditional love, the fear of losing conditional love of our human experience, this is restrictive in it. We get to experience all the emotions that are related to fear, sadness, betrayal, and, resentment, whatever it might be. But so we have a choice between always those two in each moment, but we get to decide what emotion we choose to feel. We no longer have to go by the story that we were taught that when this thing happens, this is what it's supposed to mean. When this thing happens, this is how it's supposed to feel. You can rebel against it. You get to create a new habit on how you want to feel about things and what story you want to put around things. So that's what's coming through here with both of those. Yeah, and then here's the Justice card. So here again, Ace of Swords, balancing out all of those small t truths that we're inundated with. And we realize, when we have the choice between the two, I can choose whatever I want. When we realize there's a second choice, we don't feel as trapped in just, deciding and choosing for this fearful belief, this fearful emotion. We can always choose an unconditional, loving, safe, fulfilled, gratifying, type of energy instead of the opposite. So the balancing of the scales is coming in because, of course, we start off totally out of balance, all about the fear, because that's what we have for so many years of our lives before we discover that there's an unconditional love that's from a higher place. Yeah. And then you have a change of your energy. The Five of Wands. Wands is your drive, ambition, inspiration, passion, your overall energy. And this is this change from something that feels like conflict in the beginning, which definitely is understandable here. But you realize later that whatever happened in your life, that it did happen for you, and it transforms from feeling like competition and conflict to realizing that before we came down here, all these powerful beings of love and light did choose to have this skirmish, to have these interactions that are of fear, to learn and to grow. And when we realize that, when we see things from this higher perspective of the capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love from above, then we understand that, okay, all the stuff that we thought was happening to us was actually happening for us, and it makes this change, it makes this transformation. Yep, and then lastly, you have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is joy, 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 which I love, the changing of the darkness into joy, but this is also a card that represents our higher posse of support. your guardian angels and your spirit guides, loved ones who are on the other side, ancestors, creator spirit, whatever you believe those beings of unconditional love and light are. This is them saying you are not alone as you're going through this, as this emotion is revealed, as these truths, these emotional truths are revealed, and you're empowered through all of this, that you are not alone any step of the way. You always are surrounded by a beautiful, beautiful posse of support. So I love this beautiful energy that's coming through. And so take advantage of that reveal and release ceremony around these energies that are coming through, and you'll see a huge impact over you over the next couple weeks as it really seeps in and releases things. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, pick a card readings, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of these and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there's an option for all. If you select it, two things happen. One, you're notified immediately of new videos that I post. And number two, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. I know. And in addition to all of that, it also helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, happy, excited, it wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I am very grateful for that. And these are general readings. If you want even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings currently, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, Pisces, as you go throughout this week, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.